Here it is. How does he end up with a one-on-one here? Because Lindelof's fucking shite, that's why. Rashford's injured. What a fucking surprise. I said it in the show, on the watch-along. I said, it's like watching a Norwegian film without subtitles. I don't understand it. And I'm not, like I say, porn I don't need subtitles for, but a Norwegian thriller with no subtitles. I don't speak Norwegian. It's very confusing. I don't know what's going on. And I think Ollie and his coaching is somewhat like that at times. It looks good. The scenery's great, but I don't really understand it. I don't understand some of the things Solskjaer is doing as Manchester United manager. There's a method in what he's doing, because what we've achieved is not failure. But we've not won a trophy. This season is trophyless. And I'm looking at that trophy now and I feel sick. I feel absolutely sick that it's Manchester United players losing this final. There will be scapegoats. I'm sure there'll be idiots in our fan base that'll blame De Gea, which is just bloody ridiculous. How can a goalkeeper be at fault for losing a final on penalties? Time and time again this season, we've struggled with crosses into the box. Who the fuck is our defensive coach? Because they need sacking. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they've got a Y on the end of the name and they've got a really good nickname. They are sodding useless. Absolutely useless. I tell you what, give me the job next season for 2 days and I'll make us defend better than this. I cannot understand what level of prat we are employing at Manchester United to defend corners and set pieces. This is bloody simple. It's absolutely simple. Stay with your man. Keep your eye on the ball. You do not let it go past you. You don't worry about own goals. Win that fucking ball and do not lose your man. Who is coaching our defence? This is Manchester United Football Club. This is not Macclesfield Town, and I bet they bloody defend corners better than us. That cross is a joke, and it's not a one-off. It's not a one-off. This has been going on all season. Every time there's a corner, we will sit there on a watch-along and go, I'm shitting myself here. Every time there's a free kick, they can put... Firmino. 2 weeks ago for Liverpool, cross comes in, the big red line, headed in at the back post. Today, 8 red players in a line, 4 yellow players. 1 yellow player ends up with a shot on goal, 1-on-1. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous to win. I mean, somebody said there, Ollie did well considering the defence was shit. It's his defence. He's coached by us. I mean, just to summarise some of that there, I did say it in the game. There was this chat about Bailly or Twansebi to play with Lindelof. Why the fuck wasn't it Bailly and Twansebi? Seriously, why was it not Bailly and Twansebi? What has Lindelof done to be the choice at centre-back? It's a really good question, is it? We all knew it was going to be Lindelof and Bailly or Lindelof and Twansebi. But why is it not Bailly and Twansebi? Lindelof is weak. He's cost us so many goals this season. I don't get what... He never wins the ball in the air. He's not a threat from a corner. So what's that all about? It's favourites FC, isn't it? Presence in net, dive being and strong to your corners and hope it hits you. I dive better to bed, says Joshua. Yeah, Joshua, I really, really would implore people not to start going after individual players, because that's not why we lost that game today. The reason we lost that game is because we coached badly from an hour. If you want to start saying we lost the cup final because of penalties, their goalkeeper didn't save any of our penalties either until the goalkeeper won. If we'd have won that game on penalties, I said it before penalties, if we win that game on penalties, we've got away with it. If we lose it, we got what we've allowed ourselves to go into that situation. And also, I felt that we were playing for 20 minutes. I felt for extra time we were playing for penalties. Why would you play for penalties? You didn't win the tournament. I'm embarrassed. I'm fucking embarrassed, I'm actually embarrassed. The Premier League is better than La Liga. It is. It factually is. We've just lost to a 7th placed La Liga side. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that it went to penalties. It's embarrassing that we had to go... If we'd have won that on penalties, I'd still sit here and say, why the fuck have we taken them to penalties? How did it go to penalties? We should be beating Villareal. I tell you what, clip that. For anyone who's gutted, and I'm gutted, it would have been embarrassing to win it on penalties. Why are we taking Villareal to penalties? We have got a better team than Villareal. We play in a better league than Villareal. We are the favourites in that game. And in no way did we look like we deserved to win it at any time. There was an opportunity with half an hour left to really put the foot down and go for it at 1-1. Make a couple of changes, go for it. We never changed the way we played in 120 minutes. And we became more and more tired and they came more and more into the game. If that game had gone for another half an hour, they would have won it. It's embarrassing that we have lost to Villareal.
Ego, AJ says, should any of the blame be put on De Gea? Oh, we're coming.
Not a chance.
Henderson,
God, no.
No way.
Jesus, no.
Not
Even Jack.
Not
even 100% Jack can't even come out and
Actually,
say,
go to Jack.
Henderson would have scored. You know what I mean? You cannot even go down that route. I'm not having it, man.
No. Well, to be fair, KG, the goalkeepers is the least of today's worries. It's not on De Gea, the reason we lost that game today. The thing that infuriates me most is that we have a manager who has made his United career, forged his United career by scoring in a cup final, coming on as a sub. And what does Ollie do? Not bring on subs in a cup final. It kind of just... I think that's a very valid point because you look at the players we had on the bench, and I just spoke to Alex off air. We haven't got great strength in depth, but we have Ahmad, we have Van der Beek. Obviously, we brought Matter on for pens, but you could see from the first half of extra time onwards, Villareal were there for the taking. Unai Emery was sitting in, waiting for penalties. We'll just go for penalties. That was it. We were just settling the score there and then. I saw about 98 minutes. I think Shaw went down with a little niggle, and you could just see the game was going towards the penalty shootout. And to put the blame on David De Gea and know what. You know, I've got my views on Dean Henderson, and he should have been subbed on. He should have been subbed on in the second half of extra time. De Gea hasn't saved the penalty since, I think they said, the commentators, April 2016.
But look, last night, I think that Man United are capable of losing to Villareal. We are. We could have lost to Roma. You know, as much as we had a big lead against Roma in the semi-final, if it wasn't for De Gea, we would have lost that game 6-7.
Yeah, literally just echoing Kev's point. I also want Henderson to take the number 1 jersey next season. So I'm really, really hopeful.
Useless.
Fingers crossed.
Useless.
De Gea's in the mud after today because
kick him, Brendan, kick him.
All together.
We've all got an agenda against De Gea, but no, I really hope Hendo, brings it home.
We got super chats here that I want to read out, okay? And after reading them out, if anybody wants to throw anything else in the pot, feel free. We got one here from Ethubal. Look at this rubbish. OGS. We need to do better. We need to work harder, cleverer. But as I've said, 2 or 3 players strengthen the starting 11 and the squad altogether is important for us to go even further. And we got here from King Royale Media. Name one player who would have come and play for coaching like that. What else we got here? We have Chuba.
Done me in with fish.
Chuba says, don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. 5 a.m. and already still up. So Chuba, I hope you get some sleep. What else we got here? We have 20